takes. Red hot takes. Red hot takes. Red hot.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Are we live, Carl?
That was hilarious.
Yeah, you are.
That was hilarious. Okay,
So we're good. We're broadcasting now.
the thingy dinger's
We
plugged
are.
in.
Oh,
We're
well,
ready. We're live. All right.
apparently there's a problem with my thingy dinger. Happy Thursday, everyone. Today is July 30th, 2026. Welcome to the Red Hot Takes. After suffering through a 90-minute Village of Whiting meeting this week that could have been an email, I'm Randy,
I'm Trina.
and we are the Red Hot Ladies.
Welcome back to another episode of Portage County's premier morning show, brought to you at night, broadcast from the live, beautiful studios here at Create Portage County. I'd like to wish the one and only Alexis Walton happy birthday today.
Happy birthday.
She did our theme song, and we miss you. Would love to have you back sometime soon, and hope you're having a great happy birthday. Today's show is brought to you by the amazing Maher Water Care. They started their business here in Stevens Point on Main Street in 1950. Oh my goodness. They are family operated for 3 generations and now going on 4. Maher provides your water treatment needs, servicing families in their homes. They are North Central Wisconsin's trusted name and in water, serving Wisconsin for 76 years. Holy smokes. You can follow us on our Facebook if you're joining us live tonight, and on our YouTube channel live as well every Thursday at 6 p.m. We also have a beautiful Instagram page and all the good things, so please download and save us wherever major platforms you can find us on every single podcast platform. And one thing we always love to talk about is our amazing, and mine's already gone, non-alcoholic beverage for tonight's show. We are providing by the one and only Emmy J's. In tonight's drink, I have what's called the Dragon Fruit Elderflower Italian Energy Drink. Once again, they have not one, but 2 locations, located one in the city downtown of Stevens Point and one over in Park Ridge. That is called the Vault. And they have been up and running since 2003, and we are very blessed to have them. I'm interested to see what our guest thinks of her drink tonight.
Before we move on, could we possibly give a quick shout out? We know that there's a group of municipal employees who get together and watch our show and have a good time with it. So we just want to say hello.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
We appreciate it. And they can share. If they have social media, they can share and talk about it. And
They could.
they could, if they have their own personal
They
Facebook.
could, but just knowing that you're here with us just
And
warms my
following.
cockles.
I thought she was going to say something else.
Cockles is a real word.
Oh my gosh.
It's not dirty. It's not dirty.
I'm over this Google thing. I am.
Well, and I mean, they could also leave like a
The-
chat.
Oh,
And like if
Carl.
they have a question for our guests.
Oh, that's really good. And they could comment, and we could. So if they comment, we could interact with them. So Carl, do interrupt us if we do have some.
I
info.
read our live comments, so
All right.
I'm here.
For those of you who don't know, that is Dr. Carl. He is our production assistant, the one and only. We
And
could not do the show without him.
He does a phenomenal job. So with that being said, oh, my favorite topic that is driving me insane, construction chaos, is brought to you by the city of Stevens Point, the one and only municipality that tears up multiple thoroughfares all at the same time.
Because orange barrels are basically Wisconsin state flower this time of year.
That's so good. We need a little like pow to that one. Sorry.
Oh, could we?
Oh,
get it?
yep.
Oh, there we go.
That'll do it. Construction chaos 101. Here we go.
We could get a gong, and you could
A gong
you
instead of
could
the
gong
woo,
me when
instead of my Ric
you
Flair.
haven't done a Ric Flair woo in a while.
know. Back at
see
it.
if
It's
we can
coming.
get you tonight.
It's
On the south side, Business 51 is still closed between the McDill Pond. Are you okay over there?
I got this Google thing back up. I'm over it.
Oh, wow. She's very excited. She figured out how to use technology, folks.
It's not my thing. All right.
Crews are pouring concrete near Minnesota Avenue, and if the weather cooperates, that section could reopen in 2 to 3 weeks. The closure south of Naval Street intersection, though, will stick around for a while longer. On the north side, expect more delays. Construction between Briggs and Franklin Streets is expected to continue for roughly 6 more weeks, Over on Michigan Avenue, the stretch between Dixon and Patch Street remains closed while crews continue installing storm sewer drainage systems and underground utilities beneath the railroad structure. Road building is expected to begin soon, with utility work continuing toward Dixon Street. Local access does remain available from the north. And a new one that's just been announced today, beginning on Monday, August 3rd, Church Street will be closed just south of the Clark Street intersection while crews perform utility maintenance. If you need to reach properties on Church Street from Ellis Street, you'll still have access, and Church Street north of Clark will remain open. The city expects that closure to last through the end of the day on Wednesday, August 5, so not too long.
Yippity doo dah day.
Did you just invent that?
Yeah, just,
Okay.
Get ready. Buckle up, everybody.
Elsewhere, Elsewhere, 4th Avenue through the UWSP campus will stay closed through mid-August. In Plover, the Business 54 and Plover Road reconstruction project is still expected to continue through November. A little birdie told me that WisDOT
A little birdie.
has reduced the number of crews working on that project from 4 to 1. So congratulations, Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
Gonna take a little bit longer.
In Portage County, drivers also have a couple of road projects to keep in mind. County Highway D between Highway County A and Highway 54 remains closed through traffic as crews rebuild that roadway, with the project expected to wrap up in October. And beginning in early August, crews will begin resurfacing County Highway E between County Highway HH, also known as Old Highway 10, and Dam Road. The road will stay open, but flagging operations and delays are expected. Also, if you're taking a trip to Standing Rocks Park, take note. Beginning Monday, August 3rd, the road east of the park entrance will close through September 22. You'll still be able to access the park using the west entrance off Custer Road. So the next time your GPS confidently announces you have arrived, maybe don't celebrate just yet. There's a decent chance you've arrived at another orange barrel. For the latest in construction updates and road closures, visit spmetrowire.com.
Or in the wrong direction, or flag the wrong way, or go in the wrong. It's hard because we travel throughout this county quite a bit. I'm all over the place. And it's just getting to the point to where you go to another municipality, Plover, or and it's like, it's everywhere. I get it, it's everywhere, but it's
Well,
hard.
is it though? Because
In the county.
No. Yeah, let's be. We're all adults here. We can talk about this.
Yes. This is going to be our hottest news
I
story
understand that there are certain projects that you can do only at a certain time because you're waiting for grant funding or whatever to come in. Okay, fine. But if Portage County can figure this out and the Village of Plover can figor this out, what's going on, Stevens Point? Why do you got to be that one kid in the class
wait a minute. Hey,
who's
wait.
got lice and had to shave his head, and now he's got to get back up on the monkey bars, and nobody else wants to play with him? That's what the city of Stevens Point is right now. The kid with lice from kindergarten class.
Okay, you think that's funny. I'm look at Carl. I'm over going to pay my water bill today, and I normally pay it online, but I had some cash, so I was heading over to the water department. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Did they close that down yet? So I'm going, and this police officer, local city police officer, is behind me. I swear to God, he's probably thinking, what is she doing? Because I went, took a left, and I was like, okay, oh, no, still open yet. I wasn't sure.
Why would they close the road that you need to travel to give them money? They would never do that.
Oh, God. I just was like, okay, am I going to make it to the water department today? Okay, we're going to go the back way. We always go to the back way. Better not be no construction. And I get there, and there's a train. And I'm like, oh, I got this.
It's not one thing, it's another.
It's another. So hang in there, buckle up. We've got this construction chaos, and we've got a new jingle for the construction chaos.
We'll be debuting that next week. But in the meantime, be nice to each other. Don't be that guy who turns without turning the signal on, who doesn't. And listen, another thing, if, the person waves you to go ahead, wave back.
Go! I just had this on Main Street, by Old Main over there. I'm waiting, and the gentleman turns, and I'm waiting, and he's like flipping me off. I'm like, buddy,
because you're waiting.
Because I'm waiting for him to, he was segueing. Here we go to my seguators. He was seguating over, and I was just being calm. He's like flipping me off, like, go, beep, go. It's like, what? And there's a lot of road rage right now. I'm starting.
This is why I'm talking. Just be nice.
That's why I'm agreeing. Yeah.
Be nice to people. Get off
Have an
your damn
extra
phones.
coffee.
Be nice to people. Some people
Something.
don't need coffee.
Even though I drank my.
Just saying.
It's gone. All right. All right. Hottest news stories of the week is brought to you by Rookies. They just advertised their amazing Wagyu
You
burger.
just knocked my shades off.
Oops. Well, as long as the computers are working, we're good. I'm over mine. Located in Stevens Point. Most importantly, they are on the Business 51 major construction, which he's been doing a fabulous job keeping his customers and everybody with Bow Wow Meow and everybody down there, Ranchitos, in the loop of how to get in, how to get out, which is very nice. So his kitchen is open every day, still 11 to 9. Nothing of that has changed. Serving up our Wagyu burger with free trivia on Tuesdays, open mic on Wednesdays, bourbon and cigar on Thursdays. I think we need to go pay him a visit. Maybe we should
Just for the Wagyu burger. That's reason enough.
make a
for
new
me
video. You all can kind of meet us over there. And he does have his banquet hall open. I literally just attended a beautiful event there, which was about 150, 100 some people. Carl, what was the number? Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't- but it was-
I'd have to. I don't know. In my head, I'm like, it's almost 200.
Yeah, that's
that
what
were
I think.
there.
It was beautiful. Service was great. Food was amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So keep in mind, he does have that amazing banquet hall in the back that is still open, and it was really accessible and nice to attend. It was a very nice setting. So thank you very much, Rookies. Love you over there. All right, so these are more fun ones. The Portage County Historical Society is closing its Popular Rhythms of the River exhibit with a rare reunion concert by Otis and the Alligators. The performance is set for Saturday, October 24th, inside the historic Old Plover Methodist Church at the Heritage Park. Love it over there. Giving guests the chance to experience the music while surrounding by the exhibit celebrating Portage County's musical history. Beautiful. Tickets are $50 and limited to just 100 people. Public ticket sales begin Friday, July 31st. So coming up tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
You can get them at pchswi.org. The Plover branch of Portage County Public Library is wrapping up its summer library program with free end of the summer splash party on Friday. I miss this. I used to take my little grandbaby. I miss this stuff. August 7th, the event begins 10:30 a.m. at the Plover branch, 2151 Roosevelt Drive, and features water games, crafts, and family-friendly activities for all ages. No registration is required, but organizers suggest bringing a towel. For more information, visit pocolibrary.org.
In other news, Stevens Point residents should expect to see higher stormwater rates in the coming months. What was that?
Higher stormwater. Okay, keep reading. Hail Mary.
City officials say years of replacing aging storm sewer pipes beneath some of the city's oldest neighborhoods have pushed the stormwater utility below a financial benchmark required under its bond agreements, making a rate increase necessary. Utilities Director Joel Lemke says stormwater, water, and sewer rates are all under review, but stormwater could be first addressed because of the bond requirement. A formal proposal has not been released, but the Board of Water Commissioners is expected to discuss the increase during a utility rate presentation in August. Elsewhere in news, Stevens Point Police Department is inviting the community to its third annual National Night Out on Tuesday, August 4th at Sarimer Park. That's the old Emerson School Park for those of us of a certain age. The event runs free from 3 to 6 p.m., features music, food, bounce houses, games, emergency vehicle displays, school supply giveaways, and a possible helicopter flyover. Of course, that's dependent on whether or not they're busy. Anyone who rides a bike to the event can also receive a free vehicle registration. National Night Out is designed to strengthen relationships between law enforcement and the communities they serve.
Looks like a really fun event.
And finally, Portage County's effort to rewrite its zoning ordinances continues Wednesday, August 5th, with a public advisory committee meeting at 4 p.m. in Conference Room 5 of the Portage County Annex at 1462 Strongs Avenue. Committee members will review proposed rules for future land divisions and development, along with groundwater protection standards. They'll also have discussions on how the county should regulate large-scale solar farms, battery storage project, and data centers as part of the ongoing zoning overhaul. The public is welcome to attend.
That's a big one. I've been to a couple of those, and they're really informational, quite lengthy, but I learned a lot.
But
and-
the problem with county meetings is so few people show up.
yeah. Or
So
pay
few
attention
people
to
show
local
up.
politics. We could have a whole show on that.
We could have a show every day for 5 years on how
I think we'll add that to our after the show. Why it's important to watch what's going on in your city, what's going on in your county, and just kind of pay attention and be forget it. Vigilant,
Can't even
diligent.
talk. Not
Yeah.
enough caffeine or too much caffeine?
Not enough. Yeah, not enough
Okay.
today. Love you people. But anyway, yeah, I think it's important. Okay, I'm excited. Our guest. I'm
Do we
excited.
need a little like?
We need a little jingle.
That's almost like a. It almost sounds like a Shrek. Something you'd see in a Pixar or a Disney
Carl,
cartoon.
we need a cool jingle, like when we announce our guest. Something cutesy patootsy. I don't know what, but something.
I don't have.
Who is our
anything
guest today, Trina?
Danielle! Go for it. Go for it.
This is you.
Oh, no, this is, she's, no.
I thought this was you. I did.
There's a little confusion. So normally, yeah, like, no,
Today's guest is Danielle Belsky, CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Portage County. She was appointed CEO back in 2024 after spending 15 years with the organization, including a decade as Director of Operations.
Yay.
Since taking the helm, she has led the club through a major expansion campaign aimed at serving hundreds of teens and kids. Welcome, Danielle.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
No, thank you for coming. It's an honor to have you here, and it's a blessing to have the Boys and Girls Club, not in one, but two parts of Portage County. One of my questions, I'm kind of veering off already.
More than two, actually.
More than two questions.
okay,
No,
I'll
more,
buckle
more
up.
than two locations.
We're kind of veering a little bit. Is that normal in a county to have two locations? Because I'm ecstatic about it because our population is growing. There's a need.
So I will correct you because we have about 12 locations across
said more than
Portage
two.
County. So if you don't know, so it's a fun time to I can brag a
Yes.
little bit about.
Please.
But one of my favorite parts about our organization is we are countywide. We have a location in Junction City, Roshholt, Amherst. We have a summer location. Alden Bancroft. We're there during the school year. And then we have both club sites in Plover and Stevens Point area.
Was that what the before and after care used to be, or is that totally separate?
We've always done after school care.
Right.
So that has been something, but we've, Junction City was one of our first programs we opened in 2002. So, sorry, this keeps going in and out a
I
little
know,
bit.
same thing
Same
with her.
for me.
I'm the only one that's not. Carl, we need to purchase some of these
Well,
thingy-dingers.
so-
We need new ones.
I did want to step in quickly. Danielle, do you just want to bring your mic just a little bit?
Yes.
Closer.
Just a little down lower.
Oh,
Sorry.
there we go.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess if you could just describe your role and how you became this amazing position that you do have, and how you became who you are today for the local Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, happy to tell you a little bit about myself. So I grew up just down the road in Wisconsin Rapids. Went to Assumption High School, and then when graduated, attended University of Stevens Point.
Yay!
I always knew I wanted to work with kids, and so when you are wanting to work with kids, what do you go to school for? Teaching. Right? First couple years, dabbling in it, I was like, this isn't my cup of tea, but I still wanted to be with the youth. So went in the direction, graduated with a sociology degree in family consumer sciences, but my last year is when I started at the Boys and Girls Club.
Aw.
So started as a part-time job. It was actually a summer job over at Madison View Apartments on Johns Drive, low-income housing complex over there that we have. Quickly fell in love with the organization. After that, I moved out to Kennedy. I was a director out there, then Jefferson, and through the years, just more and more club sites were kind of added to my plate. And then became the director of operations in 2015.
Oh,
So
wow.
served in that capacity for the last 8 years. And then in 2024 is when Kevin Quavillian, my predecessor, he had an opportunity to go work for Boys and Girls Club of America, which he always wanted to do. And there was the opportunity was right for him. And that's when I stepped into the CEO role and couldn't be thankful. I knew I wanted that role. I remember in college, I walked into Kevin's office one day and I said, I'm taking your job one day. You know that, right? And sure enough,
here you are.
And here I
Well,
am.
we're really lucky to have you.
you.
I'll be very transparent. I have some family members in that building, and they love it there. They love the things that you guys do. I see you guys doing all these cool things for the kids, and it's a need, and it's awesome what you guys do. So thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
What keeps you passionate about doing this work every day?
I think one of my favorite things about this job is being able to see the impact you're making right in front of your face. I have my office actually faces the games room, and all the kids line up right in front. So they're knocking on my window all the time. I'm in a virtual meeting, and I'm just like, you gotta be quiet.
Don't mind the kids.
Yeah, don't mind them. But there's when the days get long, I'm able to step out of the office and go and be with the kids and realize this is what I'm here for. It's because of the kids, and not all jobs can you feel that directly impact right away with that. And so I think that's one of the biggest driving forces. And then seeing the impact not only making with the kids and the teens, which I'm sure we'll talk about a little bit more about our teen population, but also the families. Especially as being a working mom, I have 2 kids of my own, 8 and 6. I recognize how much I've needed the club because of my husband's job and my job. And I can't imagine if we didn't have the club, what would we do for that?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was a single mom of 3 kids. My youngest is now in her mid-20s, and I wholeheartedly agree with you on that.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so into what she's saying, I can't focus. I'm so memorized. In the middle of this, tell us a little bit about what this cool thing's going on in this major capital campaign. For those who haven't been following closely, what are the key goals of this amazing expansion I'm so excited about? Because I remember it as Royal Woods, you know?
Yep.
So I still truck by and I'm like, this is so different. And it's so exciting what you're doing to such an amazing space.
Yes. So our organization has been on this journey for 6 years. So it was right around COVID. Obviously, everything happens during COVID. Was really the time where we built Burrard Center in 2015. Our location right next to PJ Jacobs. We just kept seeing more and more teens come through the program. And it was right around that time when we got teens back in our clubhouse after COVID was when we just busted at the seams. We built that teen center at the Burrard Center for 40 kids. This summer, we had 80 kids in that room in one day.
Oh, wow.
And that was really the time where we're like, we need to do something now for the kids.
Yeah.
So 6 years, we explored a lot of different opportunities to see what was best fit for us as an organization. And one of the things you don't recognize is that when you build a Boys and Girls Club, you build it for 1st through 12th grade. Our Burrard Center is built that way. Our Plover Center is currently serving 1st through 6th grade.
Okay.
So we recognized quickly that, okay, we have a large population of teens. We need to add another teen location. And to make it really sustainable, we wanted to add on, and rather than having its own special teen center facility. So we're looking forward to it. It'll alleviate that pressure that we're seeing at the Stevens Point site. But I know there's a lot of Ben Franklin kids. Ben Franklin kids are about 25% of our population of being served. Majority, obviously, are all PJs and Smash.
Well, it's right there. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm really excited for this opportunity. So we'll be adding on a teen center to our Plover Center down there. We'll also be updating our kitchen and a new cafeteria because we give nightly meals out to all of our kids and snacks, and we prep those in-house. So we need to update that so we can keep serving the kids because we don't like hangry kids at the club.
Right.
No one likes a hangry kid, let's be honest.
Yeah. Even hangry adults.
Oh, I know. Sometimes I have to check on myself. So kitchen, cafeteria, and then remodeling our cafeteria, which it was, we're going to turn that into 2 elementary spaces.
Oh, wow.
So being able to add a lot more capacity that we can serve more kids in that area.
Oh, wonderful.
So how is this going to affect the current Stevens Point site?
Sorry, got to fix those.
That's okay.
Well, you could even take them off if you wanted. Yeah.
Good. Really what we're looking to do is going to alleviate that pressure. We're going to have this teen center is going to be built for the teens. So we're going to be able to provide more opportunities. So we're going to have a dedicated workforce development center in there, an esports room, a room that's dedicated for academic and homework. That's one thing is when you come into it, if you've ever been in our facility, our teen center is one large space. It can be very loud for some kids, and especially we have a large population of kids that just want to come and do homework after school. So we'll have that dedicated space for them. We're also going to have their own STEAM, which is like science, technology, engineering, math, but we'll also add arts component in that. So really develop more of a maker space with 3D printers, being able for them to get hands-on with those types of activities.
Wow.
And then also we have a Keystone Leadership Group, which is much like a student government that you would see at SPASH.
Yeah.
But it's the Boys and Girls Club version. And so they'd have a dedicated leadership conference room, and then they also would have a snack shack, what we would call.
This sounds unbelievable. I think, Carl, road trip. We're going to hang out at these two places. Yeah, this sounds so great.
So I think what it means, going back to the question, what does it mean for the Stevens Point Center, is there's going to be that's going to relieve that pressure. And I think what it leads into also is that we're not going to have boundaries for our teen center. So right now, depending upon as a little kid as an elementary school, what school you attend dictates what Boys and Girls Club you go to.
That was one of my questions. I was like, okay, is it like Ben Franklin and PJ's, there's a cutoff, or do the families like, hey, I want to go to the Plover location today. We're staying at Grandma's.
Yes. And that's really for the teens. We're going to do that because as a teen, you don't want to be separated from your friends. We're not going to do that. Recognizing that what we're building in Plover might have more amenities that we might be able to provide in Stevens Point. And so having that flexibility with those teens, that's what we're really wanting to do is remove those barriers. If we need we'll be looking into transportation. The school district helps provide after school transportation to our Burrard and Plover Center already.
Wow.
So we have a great partnership with them, but that's really what we're looking to do is, break those barriers so families can attend in any of our locations and have access to a club.
How is it the school district is decreasing in size? How is it you guys are increasing in your population?
Yes. So I almost brought him with me. Our secret sauce is Devon, our teen center director. So Devon has been that's been with our organization for over 10 years, and his assistant Jenna. And I would say that having the right staff in your teen center dictates so much of it, because the kids really follow him, right? When you are a teen, you don't want to listen to your parents all the time. You're going to be a little bit more like, we all did it, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
And Jenna and Devon are able to develop these relationships with these teens where they want to come back. And I think, too, that the Teen Center is providing so many more opportunities for kids. And that's another key piece is how do we get the kids being able to do field trips, workforce development, resume building. We do junior staff, so they come and work with the kids. I think all of those combined really draws in a large audience. Kids want to be social, but where do you go and do that? Especially in summertime and after school or late night on a Friday night. Friday nights we do late night teen nights, and so every Friday is a different theme. So we've done like Harry Potter theme, Pokemon Go way back in the day.
I did not know this. This is great.
So in our Keystone Leadership Group develops those themes. So it's very kid driven. So they get their friends to come over too. But there's a lot of different reasons our teens, but it really comes down to the teens vote with their feet. And the amount of teens we're seeing is just remarkable. And it's because of the dedicated staff and what we're able to offer to them.
I was just going to say, I think if you get a child or a teenager who really bonds with you, and also the atmosphere, that's really going to make a huge difference in what you guys have to offer, and the effect that you're having on these kids could make or break a future for a child. I love that. Wow. Little goosebumps there for a moment. I can't even follow any questions. It's just phenomenal. I did have a question while you were speaking, and I was like, oh, what about something? Okay, so what are your hours? Like, say, for instance, like parents work and their kids need help with homework. Is that ever become a thing where they stay a little bit later if the parents are at a meeting? And yeah.
That's a great question. And so during the summertime, we're Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So we really accommodate that full 10-hour day for parents, whether they work 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, whatever that is. So we're open those hours. During the school year, our after-school programs really start around 3 o'clock. That's when PJ Jacobs and Spash and Ben let out for
Right.
the teens, and then elementary around 3:30. Open then until about 7 or 8, depending upon the location. And parents can pick up at any time. So sometimes they're going to pick up, right at 4 when they get done. Some are going to pick up at 7 because they work the late shift.
Or have a meeting.
Or have a meet,
yeah.
or just want to get the groceries done without having the kid with them.
Yeah,
So,
that's my mind is like, this is good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So we provide that flexibility, and we look at ourselves as more of like an open center in that sense, where you don't have to tell us what day your child is attending. We really do averages and have a good understanding of when are the kids, how many of the kids we're going to get. But otherwise, it's anytime between 3 and 7 parents can pick up, and then Fridays teens are allowed to stay till 10 at night.
What if there's like, we got this meeting and this, how do they communicate that with you? Or is it like does the teen have a cell phone, or like, how does that work?
Yeah, a lot of times they just get dropped off. So we really staff according to what our membership is dictating us. So the teens, they have their phones on them. They're going to text their friends being like, hey, you at club? Okay, my mom's going to drop me off. That happens. There's a variety of things.
That's so cool. Love that. I don't know. I'm in awe right now of the Boys and Girls Club.
You used to have a smile center, a dental center in there.
Yes.
What
I heard
happened to
about
that? Is that coming back? Are you doing anything at the Plover that's dental related, or maybe some other service?
Yeah, I love that you asked that question. So we still have our Smile Club going on. We are working with Noble Clinic right now to provide our...
When did that start?
The Noble Clinic stepped in about a year ago.
Okay.
So it really started in Delta Dental of Wisconsin. We were very fortunate, donated to our campaign when we built the Burrard Center. Had a partnership with them to provide the hygienist on staff. We had volunteer dentists come in.
Wow.
Within the last year, we really worked with them to find an operating partner that could really take it to the next level and start to work with us. And Noble Clinic has been beautiful to work with, easy to work with. And the beauty with working with Noble Clinic is, which is going where I'm going, you're going, Brandy.
I think I'm going. I got a question too.
They are able to provide other services that they are providing at their clinic. So one thing in our Cheryl Center that we're looking to add is a mental health room, a counseling room. And so this summer, if you can imagine, we're working with about 4 counseling groups to come and see the kids during the summer. You're a kid, you're seeing your counselor during the school year, you're getting pulled out of class to do that. If you don't come to the club, you're going to miss that counselor. Many of those just drop off during the summertime.
Yeah.
And so we have counselors coming in to meet with the kids during the summertime. We have to have staff work remote on those days because we don't have a dedicated space for that to happen. So in our Cheryl Center, we're going to have a dedicated mentoring counseling room that'll be for those third-party counselors and mentors to come in and work with those kids.
Phenomenal.
So it's hard being a teen nowadays.
Oh, phenomenal.
It is, so-
well, thank you for answering the question with, the cutoff, because I was thinking to myself, how are they going to do that if they're, but that'll, like you said, that'll alleviate some of it in point, and they'll have that available in Plover. That makes so sense. Okay, so after the expansion and all that's accomplished, when and where and how and what do you see you guys in where you are in 5 to 10 years if the numbers keep doing what they're doing?
That's a great question. We've had a lot going on, I would say, in the last 2 years. I'm not sure if you're aware, but we just expanded into the Marshfield community and wrapped up a $8 million capital campaign.
Wow.
So just had a design meeting today, and we're going to be breaking ground in early October to renovate the old J.C. Penney's into a Boys and Girls Club.
Wood County doesn't have their own?
So Wood County Rapids has their own dedicated facility, but one of the things, there's North and South Wood County, but part of Boys and Girls Club of America is when you open a new club site, you have to open up under a neighboring club. And so Kevin, at the time when we were having these discussions, worked with Wausau Boys and Girls Club in the Wisconsin Rapids to see, hey, Marshfield's wanting one, who makes the most sense?
Where do we go?
Where do we
Yeah.
go, and who wants to take this on? And fortunately, we were at a point where we were able to take that on, and one of our board members, John Van de Hay, is from the Marshfield area, has been a huge, amazing driving force to get this program launched. So that has been spending a lot of our time, and now with our Sherrill Center expansion will be the biggest thing. So I think in the next 5 to 10 years, we're probably going to still be breathing and taking it all in, but we know that we're going to be seeing, we really want to expand our mental health services to be able to provide more workforce development opportunities.
I love that.
That is huge. When I went to school, when I graduated, I was told, go to a 4-year school, figure out what you want to do. You know, you got, that's what you do. You go
Graduate, figure it out, go to a tech college, get in college, get going, go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not the case nowadays.
Yep.
Kids are expected to know when they graduate high school what they want to do in life. That's a lot
It's
on a
more
kid.
than a lot, and I'm
It
currently experiencing that with a close family member, and it's hard. That isn't what it should be anymore. Like, breathe.
Right.
I have a family friend too that graduated, boom, and that ain't what they want to even do anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that's phenomenal. You can go over all these things, and
So we really want to be able to start having those conversations earlier with kids, but then getting them exposed to different opportunities in their area. Majority of students, when they graduate, they stay in their own community, or they're going to move away, but they come back. I can't remember the percentage, but there was a study that was school district did about 5 years ago.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which it was just eye-opening when I saw that. So whatever we can do to start having those conversations early so they can understand. I mentioned our junior staff program. So we hire 14 to 16-year-olds during the summertime, and they work with the kids. And it's been funny because we've hired 15 this summer, and about 4 of them come back and be like, I don't think I want to work with kids. Perfect.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Hey, let's try food service right now because we got our kitchen.
We have an arts program.
Yes. So those are the conversations that we're doing and having with the kids is providing those opportunities rather than, like I did. I went to school for teaching, went in a little bit different direction, but same area still.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So this is a really big undertaking. This capital campaign it's a huge goal. What kind of support are you looking for from the community?
Yeah.
How can people get involved or learn more about it?
Yes, great question. So we're very excited about this capital campaign. Right now, we're wanting to get that community awareness. It is a $6 million project. We have $4 million for this project already. And we are going to the community for $1 million match. So John and Patty have John and Patty Noel, thank you, have graciously are going to match up to $1 million so we can hit that $6 million
Wow,
goal.
that's wonderful.
So I think right now it's very much community awareness on our social media, on our Facebook page. We're releasing each week videos about why we need this. Why does the community need this? What are we going to do with this capital campaign? So I think right now it's really that making sure everyone's aware and understands why we're doing this.
Right.
That is huge.
And it's important.
It is.
It's so many cool things you guys are doing. This is exciting. Wow.
I'm really glad you came on the show tonight. I think this was a great additional kind of a venue to get the information out there to the public and to just kind of chat about it in an informal setting. And I know the Village of Plover is real excited to work with you folks.
Oh, for sure.
Administrator Steve Kuntz talks about it all the time. So
It's a perfect space for it too, right? It's just unbelievable what you drive down that road, and if you literally took a double take, you just remember fields, and it's so amazing what that's become. Chris Brooks was here not too long ago, talked about the ball diamonds, and it's so amazing. Who would have thought that would have become what it is today?
That space gets so used. I
know.
didn't recognize it until I was a Stevens Point resident. My husband and I had our first house down by the water, and then became a Plover resident and didn't realize how full those baseball diamonds are on the weekends.
Oh, it's insane.
I avoid it.
Yep.
Because of the speed bumps too. But
yeah, local businesses as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
You stop to get an ice cream over. It's crazy.
Yes.
It's like, oh, there's a tournament.
But it works out so well because we're operating and using that facility during the week. PWYA comes in after school, like later hours, and doing their flag football, baseball programs, using it on the weekends. It's so heavily used by the community.
Yeah.
So it's a great location for a boys and girls club, and between the Village of Plover, between Plover Whiting Youth Athletics, a number of other groups that I'm probably forgetting at this time, we have a good thing going over there, and they're all so supportive of this expansion.
And so if there's a family, too, that wants to reach out and say, hey, and just give a call.
Oh, yes,
Or talk
exactly.
to the school or call you.
You can go to our website, www.bgclubpc.org. Otherwise, just give us a call. I know there's a lot of questions that come up, and we try to answer them as much as we can, but don't be afraid. We have a wonderful director of membership services, Brooke Decker, who works with all of our families to make sure they find the right Boys and Girls Club for their kids.
Perfect.
good.
Maybe we can have her back on down the road and you can give us little updates how it's going.
Oh,
or
yes.
We could take a road trip. Me and these road trips, I really want to go see all this stuff. And people come on the show and I'm like, oh, we're going to have some Italian fries. Now we're going to the Boys and Girls Club. But I go in there for the farmer's market in the winter.
Oh, yes.
Oh, is that beautiful?
We could do both.
Farmer's market.
And then go out for cheese fries.
And the farmer's market, it's literally like you're at the farmer's market.
Oh, yes.
It's
Well,
so
yeah.
gorgeous in there. It's just beautiful.
It's okay, Trina.
No, it was like,
It's okay.
I was like, I don't know about this at first, right? Because it's in this, like, you don't know.
When you do the winter market in the Burrard
Yes,
Oh,
Center,
yes.
is what
I
she's
love
talking
it.
about.
I
So
love the baked goods, and it's a thing.
There's been more people that have been able to get into our facility, and just see it
Yeah.
because of the farmer's market.
Yeah.
completely different demographic coming
Oh,
through that door.
It's been
Blue-
fun.
the
there's the
farmer-
little
the
blueberry
market.
stand in the corner.
I'm sold on the cinnamon.
Yes.
Cinnabuns right in when you walked in.
Okay, we're going to
yeah.
make a video of that. We're going to do that, too. I'm a little excited. Well, thank you. It's
Thank
been a
you so much
pleasure
for
having
coming
you on the
in.
show. I enjoy
you.
everything you guys are doing, and thank you for what you're doing. It makes a difference in this community, and we need you. So keep the fight going, and if there's anything we can do to spread the word or share anything, let us know, and we'd be happy to do that for the Boys and Girls Club.
Having me on this show is the perfect reason. I can't thank you guys enough. It's fun. You guys are fun to talk with.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome to stay for the rest of the show. And
She's like, no, I'm out of here.
observe
I'm
and
entertained. Oh, how's your
throw
drink
in
from MEJ?
comments.
How's your
Oh.
drink?
I am having an iced chai, and this is hitting the spot after
It's
a work
magical.
day. It is. So
Their
thank
drinks are just phenomenal. I love walking in there. It's a vibe. I walk in, I'm like, I'm ready for my drinks. Just hand them over.
you. I would love to stay, but I don't know
You
if my
got the
husband.
little ones and
I
the
don't-
family, and
Well, yeah, in helping my husband get them to bed sometimes,
There was this-
especially in the summertime. You know how that,
yeah,
that
there
can
was
be-
a lady today at Metro Market. I was there really early this morning, and you could tell the kids were home, and they were three little ones, and I said, it gets better. It really does.
well, now hold
Oh
on.
no, maybe not. But like the poor kid was climbing up there to grab the Doritos bag, and
Oh, no.
she's and the other one's crying in the cart, and I felt so bad for her. And I said, I had 3 back to back. I said it gets better.
Mine are 10 months apart.
Oh, Hail Mary.
And, well, when you have a baby, you get all the advice in the world, unsolicited.
Oh,
by
yeah,
the way.
of course.
Yeah.
The only piece of advice you're never given is the one you need the most. And that is after a woman gives birth, she is particularly susceptible to becoming pregnant again.
Oh, Hail Mary.
And that's where that term Irish twins comes from. A good Catholic pumps them out every 10 months.
Right.
And I'm sure it does get better for some people.
Well, mine were like 2 years apart,
But
two
I
and a half.
think having boys who are 10 months apart,
Oh,
I mean,
Hail
we
Mary.
went from digging in dirt and playing with sticks and catching pollywogs to this obsession with Axe body spray
Oh yeah.
that every young man
I
hits in
hated
junior
that.
high.
I used to gag
And
in the bathroom.
then they started calling me bruh.
Bra.
Bruh.
I get that now, bra. It's a
And
thing.
then the moody there's this wonderful wonderful episode of South Park
Okay.
called "Help, My Teenager Hates Me,"
Oh jeez.
and the boys are playing paintball guns against these extremely moody teenagers, and I'm sitting there I'm almost in tears. I'm like, someone gets me.
Yes.
Someone understands
Oh.
what it was like. So I now they're in their 20s, and I never hear from them unless they're broke or hungry. So for some people, I'm sure it gets really, really better.
Yeah.
But you got to get through those ER trips and,
Oh,
and
so I had
the
one of
blisters
those.
and
yeah.
stitches and the broken everything and the $200 for one pair of cleats and
Let's
you
go.
didn't even start.
Danielle, we're leaving.
I opened up clearly
A can of
sore spot.
worms.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yes,
I
thank
adore
you.
you. I look forward to
you. I
working with
appreciate
you
it.
down the road and talking. And
Perfect.
thank you for what you're doing.
I do have a question
Oh.
from somebody
Oh.
in the audience.
Oh.
You're the
So-
first one anyone's asked to
And
guest
we've
question
asked
to.
them to do
My.
this. I'm kind of worried.
So before you head out, Jim has a question.
Oh, hi, Jim.
What is your favorite restaurant in Pointer Plover?
Oh my god.
For the guest or for all of us?
Is this
I
your
guess it
husband
could go to
or
all of
something?
us.
This doesn't-
I don't know. I
She's
just
attacking
Jim,
the
this
guest.
has nothing to do. No.
Who's this, Jim?
Right?
Is it anonymous?
no, it's
Jim.
Jim.
It's a
Jim.
No, I just wanted to
Well,
pass it along.
I guess do you have one that you enjoy going to without endorsing anything?
Oh, I know.
I think
That's a tough one. Oh. You can plead the fifth if you want to.
I was gonna say unless we all answer, you could.
We could plead the fifth.
I'll answer.
Okay.
I'll answer,
All
and
right.
I'll base this solely on one item on their menu.
Okay.
It is Springville's cheese fries. No. Hold on. This takes me back to, the first money you get from your first job.
Yeah.
Yep.
And your first taste of freedom. And that was the first thing I ever bought with my own money.
Yeah.
I mean, except for like a Bon Jovi tape or something. This was like the first dinner meal. It was the cheese fries, the original recipe cheese fries.
And that's what he has.
That now is at Springville. So that's where I gotta go.
I think for me, I don't have a favorite. I have like specific things. It is the Italian cheese fries, and Carl can relate to that. He literally went right after our show and got it one
He
day
did.
and sent us. I'm like, oh,
Sent us a picture. He's like, I think I got too many.
I need smell-o-vision. But I think I have a little bit that Wagyu burger, not just to stay
the
for
Ricky's Wagyu burger
It
was
is
amazing.
if you haven't had
Best
the Wagyu
burger I've ever
burger,
had.
it is one of those burgers that just melts in your mouth.
It's a smash
and
burger.
It's
And
huge
it's
and
amazing.
delicious and fresh and juicy. Nowadays, you don't find that in local restaurants. You just don't.
Right.
And it was magical. So I have like places all over town, but not just,
Well, and it depends what you're in the mood for.
Yeah.
I would say that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Sure.
right now I'm kind of in the mood for pizza, but now you
Yeah.
got, cheese fries. But then the other night I was like, I want chicken wings.
ooh.
Yes.
So
They don't have
tough.
even a KFC here or any.
Wait.
Sorry, I mean,
I
I know
was
we're
like-
supposed to talk businesses, but like,
I don't want to go to
it's hard.
KFC. I mean,
You
I
have to
love
tell
the
me where
Colonel,
you
but
found some.
I want local
Yeah.
chicken wings.
But I mean, like
Yes.
they don't make them like you need a good.
Oh yeah, the crispiness
Yeah.
and the sauce. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So
Magical. Well, thank you.
Yes,
No
thank
more. Any
you.
more questions for her specifically?
I don't think we're gonna get anything.
Carl's
that
like,
quick.
nope.
No, not.
All
Well, I'm
right.
glad that we got
Specifically.
our first question. This is great.
thank you.
Very
Thank you for
exciting.
Thank
coming
you
on.
again, you guys.
Thank you.
Danielle.
Thank you. All right. Where do we lead off from that? That was pretty spectacular, everybody. It really was. I think we'll bring it right into with the police and fire calls, who are brought to you by Graffiti Sports Pub from Stevens Point's #1 bar with outstanding pub and food with a party vibe, fueled by the sports on large screen TVs, which let me tell you, when we say large, they are large. I swear a whole wall. With the amazing,
I think one of them is a whole wall.
it is.
It's pretty.
It's unbelievable. I don't know if it's a projector or what. And with the amazing
Brisket.
Woohoo! All right.
Two Stevens Point residents are facing felony drug charges following a Central Wisconsin Drug Task Force search of an apartment on Minnesota Avenue. 29-year-old Samantha Mode and 26-year-old Isaiah Sullivan are each charged with maintaining a drug trafficking place. Investigators say they found cocaine, drug paraphernalia, syringes, and meth pipes throughout the apartment. According to the criminal complaint, Mode admitted to using fentanyl or heroin shortly before the search and told investigators that Sullivan had supplied the drugs. Both are scheduled to make their initial court appearances on August 13th. Elsewhere in crime, an Amherst Junction man who caused tremendous concern among parents after allegedly threatening the Tamar River School District superintendent is now pursuing a mental disease or defect defense. Richard Schneider, 53, is charged with stalking, making a terroristic threat, and sending threatening electronic messages after he reportedly sent 45 Facebook messages to the superintendent in February, including threats to involving the school and superintendent's family. A judge has ordered a psychological evaluation as the case moves forward. Schneider remains jailed in a $500,000 cash bond and is scheduled to return to court in November. And finally, we have a major update in a Carson murder case that the Metro Wire broke last week. Criminal complaints allege 60-year-old Lyndon Hood admitted to stabbing 57-year-old Jeanette Pienka 11 times after the two crossed paths following an eviction hearing. Investigators say Hood told detectives that he drove to Pienka's home, attacked her outside, and continued stabbing her as they fell to the ground. Prosecutors also significantly reduced the case against Sarah Pienka, the victim's sister. Instead of felony aiding a felon charges, she now faces misdemeanor counts of obstructing an officer and failing to report a crime. Her bond was reduced from $500,000 cash to $10,000 cash, while Hood remains jailed on a $1 million cash bond. And both are due back in court August 31.
Such a sad story, a local story. It was just emotional. All right, thank you again for joining us tonight. You can follow us on our Facebook, which we're live right now, and on our YouTube channel. We have an Instagram, and subscribe to the Red Hot Takes. Again, on our YouTube channel, you can also download our weekly episodes on Spotify, iTunes, and the other major platforms. Thank you so much. All right, Brandy, I am anxious to hear this red hot take you've been talking about.
The Village of Whiting spent nearly an hour this week discussing a proposed camping ordinance. It could have saved everyone the time. Not because the subject wasn't important, quite the opposite. If a municipality is going to consider an ordinance that affects law enforcement, property rights, and some of its most vulnerable citizens, the discussion should be built on facts. Instead, this discussion was built on questions. Committee members had no comparison or neighboring ordinances. There was no staff report outlining why a camping ordinance was needed. No data showing whether camping or vagrancy is actually a recurring problem in Whiting. Only anecdotal stories committee members heard from various sources. The village had every opportunity to provide that information. Stevens Point has spent months debating homelessness, camping, and vehicle habitation. Plover has its own ordinances. These communities are Whiting's neighbors to the north and south. Their ordinances are public records, yet they were never presented as part of the discussion this week. Even more puzzling is that the committee members didn't even ask. The Village of Whiting relies on the Portage County Sheriff's Office for law enforcement, and if anyone knows whether camping is actually an issue in the village, it's deputies who answer the calls. No one asked the basic question: how many calls for camping or vagrancy does the Sheriff's Office actually receive in Whiting? Public policy cannot begin with assumptions. It should begin with evidence. Ironically, Village President Bill Togner acknowledged another issue entirely. He said that Sheriff Mike Lucas has repeatedly told village officials that deputies would enforce state law and county ordinances, not Whiting's municipal code. That should have come at the beginning of the meeting!
I'm like, what?
It would have saved everybody time! That remark would have stopped the discussion in its tracks.
I still want to know how many reports were there. That wasn't even brought up.
It wasn't even brought, they didn't even ask.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You might go through all of the process of writing ordinances that have no impact. If that's even a possibility, why wasn't it answered before the committee meeting?
And it's now become a thing that they don't even have.
It's newsworthy because they didn't even ask. So if you're going to do a thing in public, right, do it. But do it right or well, or at least halfway well. But if the news becomes you not doing something, that shouldn't even be the story here.
I'm like, okay, so why is this? Yeah, okay.
Togner explained to me after the meeting that there was no background packet supporting documents because the committee had been discussing ordinances for some time. Yet he hasn't been able to explain why a summary memo of those previous discussions was not included in this week's meeting packet. He's completely missing the point, and I would argue that his leadership for the Village of Whiting is very weak. Meeting packets are not just for elected officials. They are for the public. They provide context. They establish facts. They ensure everyone begins the conversation with the same information.
And why they're even there to begin with.
Thank you. Instead, the committee spent much of its meeting asking questions that should have been answered long before the damn agenda was published.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
To its credit, the committee voted 3-2 against recommending a camping ordinance, and given the lack of preparation, that was the right decision. But a larger lesson remains. Public meetings are where elected officials should debate ideas, not when they begin to research those ideas. This week's discussion wasn't a failure because of how it ended. It was a failure because it wasn't ready to begin at all. My 5-year-old nephew could have run a meeting better.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm done. You all right there?
No, that's pretty good. Like, I'm sitting here going, okay, what are the numbers? How many,
That's what I was expecting, too. I was so excited.
and
was
there's
looking
no way
forward
you
to
missed the packet. Or
I emailed 3 people, and I asked in person. There is no packet. There are no supporting documents.
Okay, moving on. Wow, maybe they should come to a city meeting or a Plover meeting.
Well, I think for some city meetings, you could maybe get through them with some popcorn. Whiting, they really missed the ball on this one in a big way.
That would have been interesting to see. Okay, I think I'll close the show today again, wishing Alexis Walton an unbelievable happy birthday with the upcoming weekend. I love you.
We could sing for her, but
no.
she's a professional singer, and we would just sound
nope. Can you
awful by
imagine?
comparison.
We would lose followers. I think people would unsubscribe.
Well, maybe not. Wasn't there that guy who sang the Chocolate Rain thing, and he looked so ridiculous that he went viral? It was one of the first viral videos on you. If we did something badly enough,
Maybe we go.
it could be viral for the wrong reasons, and we don't want that. But
Happy birthday.
no, stop.
Gosh
Okay.
darn it. I tried.
But
Okay.
happy birthday, yes.
Happy birthday. We love you. We appreciate you. We're excited to have you back
I
on this
just
show.
like you. I just don't know you well enough to love you. I'm sorry.
All right, then. Hello. All right. So buy those tickets, do the things, and tell those that matter the most to you. And even if they don't, that you love them. Life is too short. See you next Thursday for more laughter and banter with the Red Hot Takes.
Don't text your ex. You'll thank us tomorrow.
That
So
was
long,
good.
everybody. See you next week.
Toodaloo. Toodaloo.
Red Hot Takes LLC presents Red Hot Takes Portage County. Special thanks to guest Danielle Belsky. Directed by Carl Rosenthal, written by Brandy McCuskey and Trina Dorn. Co-produced by Brandy McCuskey, Trina Dorn, and Carl Rosenthal. Music by Alexis Walton. Copyright 2026 Red Hot Takes LLC. All rights reserved. Filmed at Create Portage County Maker Studio in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.